What's up, guys? You know who I am, and you know who you are. What's going on, everybody? It's 1987 Match for Mine here, and I'm here to give you my final thoughts and review. I guess review. I'm no expert. My review on Rage. Now, let me just say it straight off the bat. It's a purchase of $60. It's worth a purchase of $60. Now, let's start off with the strengths. The graphics are really different and unique. Really cool. That's one good thing about this game. I would say that it's very different. It's just very atmospheric. It makes you really feel like you're in this wasteland. You see buildings broken and people in raggedy clothing, and the way this, you see all these, you see like there's one town, subway town, and it really looks like it was hit by an asteroid. Now, I would say that the one weak point, there are a couple of weak points to this game. One weak point is that the lack of story. They don't really explain. They explain there's something about an asteroid hitting the Earth, and a bunch of people in this ARC program were on Earth. So, but it doesn't really explain it very clearly. You know what I mean? And throughout the story, the first beginning of the story, you're this person who became out of essentially an ARC survivor. This guy picks you up, and he takes you into his own hands. He help him out with a couple of missions until you're sent to Wellsprings, which is another town in the Rage story. And for I would say a good half of the game, good half of the game, you're doing missions for him, and they don't really explain what the storyline is all about. They explain that the Authority, which is like the people who are trying to stop the Resistance, who's trying to raise up all these arcs, essentially, are responsible. They're trying to get some sort of chemical, but they don't really explain it. The story development, the characters in this game are just not there. The story is horrible in this game. They don't explain it very well, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm no expert, but they don't explain the story. And the bosses were very easy. There are only 3 bosses in the game, and what really disappointed me, spoilers. There's no boss. There's no final boss at the end of the game. The last boss, you're trying to raise up all the arcs in the wasteland. And there's no end boss. You're just fighting off hordes of enemies. You get this barrel gun that shoots electric out of it, and it's a really cool gun. I would say that the weapons are amazing, and the weapons that you get, there's a machine gun. There's a couple of machine guns, and there's different loadouts. Like there's one where it shoots electric stuff, and there's one that it doesn't. There's the buckshot, the shotgun, where it shoots out explosive. Where the guy goes explodes, and then there's this like. It's like a bow, sort of, and it shoots out bolts. It shoots out arrows. One ammo is just regular steel bolts, and and one is you can shoot it inside the guy, and you can control a bomb inside a guy, make him explode, basically. So the weapons in this game are really awesome. They're really cool, and the graphics are amazing. Those are 2 really strong points of the game. I think so. The missions are fun, and the fact that they mix up the shooting, the typical first-person shooter gameplay with racing and stuff like that. You basically win races. You could upgrade your car. You could get money. You could upgrade your weapons and armor. There's not really much upgrading in this game. The role-playing element is just not there in that department. So that's another weak point. I know it sounds like I hate this game, but I truly don't. It's a great game. It's worth it. And let me get to, the strongest point of Rage. The strongest point of Rage is the AI. The enemy AI, I should say. The enemy AI in this game is nothing like I've ever seen before. Now, let me give you an example. I've played millions of first-person shooters. Not millions, but you get my point. I played probably hundreds of first-person shooters, and most enemies, when you duck for cover, they don't run after you. When you run away, they don't run after you. In this game, they see you duck, they run after you and try to get you. And you have these enemies that freaking climb on the side of the wall, climb up like monkeys, and try to get you, the mutants. Sick. Also, there's another thing. In most games, when you shoot the guy in the head, he doesn't duck. Whether it be Call of Duty or any of these games, they don't duck. In this game, the wing stick, it's like sort of like it's faced in an X, and you throw out the guy, it cuts his head off most of the time. In this game, they actually have the smarts to duck. They duck. In most games, they don't do that. In most games, these guys will run after you after a while. The enemy AI in this game is freaking awesome. I would say the strong points: weapons, AI, enemy AI, graphics, and a long campaign. Now, here's what I say. If you like first-person shooters, if you like role-playing games, like Fallout, buy it now. It's $60. It's worth a purchase. Is it Epic 9.5 or something like that? No, it's not. Not even close. No. You know, what I would say, I'd give a final review for what it's worth. I'd give Rage an 8.7. I think that's a pretty realistic review. An 8.7. It's great, but it's not. It's they messed up slightly. The lack of story, the lack of bosses, I think it gives it a lower score. The bosses are just crap in this game. Let's just put it that way. The story is no good either. So, yeah. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty decent game. So far, it's not gonna be game of the year, but so far, this and Deus Ex are my two favorite games this year. Which is not, you know, but this gets an 8.7 out of 10. That's what I think. I really enjoyed this game. I just finished it right now. I just completed the game. Thank God. Yeah. So the next game I'll probably be playing is Batman. That comes out next Tuesday, or maybe I will see. You know, go out tomorrow. But I'm gonna start doing more of these, like reviews of games and stuff. I think it's cool. And just my honest opinions based on what I play. I beat the game just now, Rage. So yeah, 8.7, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope it convinced you. It's worth a $60 purchase. Take care, guys.